From Africa and the land down under to the Galapagos and the Amazon, here are 15 of the most amazing places to visit wildlife. Number 15. Isle Royale National Park, Michigan. This is one of the least visited parks in the lower 48 United States, which means it might be a good place to spend some quality time with the local wildlife. That includes substantial populations of moose and wolves, which are the main attractions there. Did you know that the area is so remote that it serves as the site for an ongoing predator-prey research project? The park is found in the northwest corner of Lake Superior, the world's largest freshwater lake by surface area. Number 14. Tabian Wildlife Reserve, Malaysia. You'll find this reserve in the Malaysian state of Sambar in northern Borneo. 3 of the region's largest mammals can be found there, the Borneo elephant and rhinoceros, and tembadau, a species of wild cattle. Several species of primate including orangutans and proboscis monkeys are present. The preserve's largest predator is the Sunda clouded leopard. It was given that common name due to the irregular, cloud-like patterns on its shoulders. Number 13. The Pantanal, Brazil. It's not as well known as the Amazon basin, but this is the world's largest tropical wetland area. The Pantanal sprawls up to 75,000 square miles or 195 square kilometers and is located mostly within Brazil. But at that size, it pushes into areas of Paraguay and Bolivia. The ecosystem is said to contain about 1,000 species of birds, nearly 5,000 reptile species, 300 mammalian species, and some 9,000 invertebrate subspecies. If you like those latter critters, you're really in luck. Some of the rarest animals that inhabit the region include the giant river otter and the marsh deer. Endangered and threatened species of the Pantanal are the maned wolf, the giant anteater, and the South American tapir, among others. Did you know that this area contains one of the world's largest population of jaguars? It also contains the world's highest concentration of crocodilians. Some 10 million caimans are said to live here. Number 12. Etosha National Park, Namibia. By some accounts, this is Africa's most impressive game reserve. Its name is taken from the Etosha pan, which lies mostly within the park. That's a large salt pan covering nearly 1/4 of the park's area and was once a lake. Today it briefly fills with water when it rains. Hundreds of mammal, bird, and reptile species are located here. They include the rare black rhinoceros, cheetahs, bush elephants, pangolin, and wildebeest. Vultures, eagles, and falcons are among the bird species located here. Number 11. Yala National Park, Sri Lanka. While this is the second largest park in Sri Lanka, it's also the most visited. It borders the Indian Ocean and dates to 1900 when it was first designated a wildlife sanctuary. So it has a vital role in the conservation of animals like the Sri Lankan elephant and leopard, and aquatic birds. Birds are the most numerous animals here, with more than 200 species, 7 of which are endemic to Sri Lanka. Large wading birds like storks and grey herons are often seen. Saltwater crocodiles, Indian cobras, and green sea turtles are some of the reptiles you might encounter there. Wild water buffaloes, sloth bears, and leopards are among the park's mammals. Did you know the park has the highest density of leopards in the world? Number 10. The Amazon Basin. This area of South America stretches for more than 2.4 million square miles, or 6.3 million square kilometers, and covers more than 1/3 of that continent. Most of the basin is covered by the Amazon rainforest, which is the largest tropical forest in the world, all of which adds up to a vast amount of biodiversity. While some of the better-known mammals like beasts like jaguars and ocelots, most of the 1,400 mammal species are rodents and bats. Macaws and parrots are among 1,500 bird species found here. In addition to thousands of fish species including piranha, the region is teeming with amphibians and reptiles. However, insect watchers might enjoy the wild diversity. 90% of the animal species in the Amazon are insects, and 40% of those are beetles. Number 9. Channel Islands National Park, California. There are 8 islands off the coast of the Golden State. This park consists of 5 of them. It's been called the Galapagos of North America, so that gives you an idea of its biodiversity. While the park contains more than 2,000 species of plants and animals, there are only 4 that are endemic to it. 3 are mammals including the Channel Islands fox, the 4th is the island fence lizard. The surrounding waters are home to sea lions, harbour seals, as well as grey whales. Other marine mammals including orcas and blue whales can occasionally be seen as well. Did you know that 145 animal species are unique to the park and are found nowhere else on Earth? Number 8. Kruger National Park, Africa. One of the continent's largest game reserves, this operation became the first national park in South Africa when it opened in 1926. You'll find more large mammal species here than at any other African game reserve. That includes elephants, black rhinos, giraffes, Cape buffalo, and lions. Rock pythons, black mambas, and thousands of crocodiles are among more than 100 species of reptile that inhabit the park. If those beasts don't catch your fancy, you can always relax with a wide variety of butterflies. More than 200 species are native to the area. Number 7. Denali National Park, Alaska. Encompassing some 6 million acres, 25,000 square kilometers, this park is larger than the state of New Hampshire, so there's no disputing its epic proportions. The park's namesake is the highest mountain peak in North America, rising more than 20,300 feet or 6.1 thousand meters. In addition to mountain ranges, the geography features include forests, glaciers, and tundra. The main attraction for wildlife lovers tends to be the park's Big Five: grizzly bears, moose, wolves, Dall sheep, and caribou, also known as reindeer. Other wild animals include red foxes, hawks, and golden eagles. Number 6. Jim Corbett National Park, India. This is the oldest national park in the country, and it's named in honor of a renowned naturalist and hunter. If you're into birding, you should know that nearly 600 resident and migratory species have been documented here, including the crested serpent eagle and the blossom-hearted parakeet. A thick jungle and flowing river provide plenty of prey for the Bengal tiger that roam here. Leopards can be spotted along with smaller felids like fishing cats. Larger mammals include the Himalayan black bears, Sambar deer, and herds of Indian elephants. Number 5. Corcovado National Park, Costa Rica. At 164 square miles, 424 square kilometers, this is the largest park in the country, and it's regarded to rank among the greatest locations for biodiversity on the planet. Whale watchers in particular should like this location. Humpback whales use coastlines as breeding grounds during the winter. Dolphins, manatees, bull sharks, and killer whales are also seasonal residents of the park. Wildlife including tapirs, pumas, sloths, and many species of monkeys and harpy eagles make this habitat their home. Even jaguars are in the vicinity, although the cats tend to be reclusive. Number 4. Northern Territory, Australia. While you can see plenty of kangaroos and koalas, this region in Oz will introduce you to water buffaloes and brumbies, which are feral horses that roam free. Top End features floodplains and forests that contain plenty of unique wildlife and monitor lizards and wallaroos. The Mary River area that adjoins Kakadu National Park features flocks of migrating magpie geese with huge numbers of saltwater crocodiles. If those reptiles are too intense, you can always stick with dingoes and jabiru, also known as large storks. Number 3. Yellowstone National Park, US. Opened in 1872, this is the oldest national park in the United States. By many accounts, it might be the first national park in the world. Encompassing nearly 3,500 square miles, or nearly 9,000 square kilometers, it's large enough to be located in 3 states: Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. It's famous for geographic features like the Old Faithful Geyser and the Yellowstone Lake, which is located over the largest supervolcano in North America. The vast forests and grasslands are home to nearly 60 mammal species, including the largest public herd of the American bison in the US. Other large beasts include cougars, black bears, grizzlies, moose, and bighorn sheep. Peregrine falcons and ospreys are among more than 300 species of birds that have been reported in the area. With its canyons, rivers, and mountains, many visitors claim that Yellowstone is the best US park for wildlife watching. Number 2. Serengeti National Park, Africa. This large game reserve is the oldest national park in Tanzania and is a major tourist draw. Sprawling over 5,700 square miles or 14,750 square kilometers, it contains the Big Five of African game: lions, Cape buffalo, leopards, black rhinos, and the bush elephant. The Serengeti is thought to have Africa's largest lion population with about 3,000 individuals. Other high-profile animals include aardvarks, honey badgers, pangolins, spotted hyenas, flamingo, and marabou storks. Great numbers of zebra, gazelles, and hippos are also present. But the most numerous inhabitants are the wildebeest, with more than 2 million individuals. Every year, these critters participate in an epic annual migration known as the Greatest Show on Earth. It usually starts in November as more than 1 million wildebeest head north in search for better grazing land and water. Along the way, they're joined by hundreds and thousands of other animals, including zebra and gazelles. By the following October, the wildebeest have returned south. Also known as the Great Migration, it's regarded as one of the most extraordinary natural events in the world. Number 1. Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. Here's a well-known name to wrap up our list. The first documented visit by Europeans to these islands took place in the 16th century. They gained worldwide recognition in the 19th century after Charles Darwin visited. You can visit them today and experience a large number of species endemic to the Galapagos archipelago. The predator-free environment means the animals will tolerate you, although ignore you might be a better term. Giant tortoises, blue-footed booby birds, and marine iguanas are some of the critters that might get up close and personal with you. It's a year-round destination, but only a limited amount of tourists are allowed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and click the bell for notifications for our next exciting episode right here on Epic Wildlife.